Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna tell you guys how you can paint your engine bay for less than 50 bucks. You guys can see here, this is what I have for my engine bay. You will need 2, depends on cars. Maybe you use 3 or 4, but I'm doing this on a very low budget. Not because I have no money, but but because I want to show you guys how you guys can do it for very cheap and you don't have to pay the shop and get the shop result but doing it at home. So over here you have a Rust-Oleum clear. I use this because I think it's good and it cost me $16. This cost me like $5 or $6 each. And this is just use sandpaper 320 grit. You can use 400 or 600. So for my car I only need 2 cans, which is actually I needed 3 but they didn't have anymore. I went back 1 week later, they still didn't have. It is Brunswick green. I bought it from super cheap. So basically I'm going to tell you guys how you can paint your engine bay without taking apart your whole engine. Well, mine's taken apart but it doesn't matter. You don't need to drop your engine and you can just paint it like this. So the first steps are, you must take out all your panels. On how to remove the panels may vary on different cars. Mine's a Civic, so it's way more easier to do it. So you remove the headlights, the bumper, the guards, and the bonnet. That's optional, but I would like to do it as I like to paint this as well. Alright guys, so today is day 2. I'm going to, as you guys can see, I remove all the panels. I'm gonna get to removing the plastics now. So what I have done is I removed the fuse box, other wires, ground wires, things like that. Now I'm gonna remove this plastic. So I just use these pliers and basically go around like this, twist it the other way, and it just comes off. So I'm gonna have to repeat this along the whole way. So I got this out now, as you guys can see. Alright, so this is how far I've gotten. Everything's sanded over here. Everything's smooth. Minimal body work needed because I've painted this engine bay before, but I did it in a rush and I ran out of paint. So when I do it this time, I'll make sure I do it properly. Everything should be looking like this. It should be all matte. You don't want to see any shiny or reflective spot. You want it to be all matte like this. You want it to be all smooth. You don't want it to look like that. You don't want it to look all shiny. You want it to look all matte. I got some rust off here. There was a bit of rust. Same with here. And I'm not going to be using much primer on this engine bay because this whole engine bay has been primed before. And it's just got 1 layer of British Racing Green on top. And I just need to put a little bit of primer on some areas. So today is day 3 and I'm this far. First up, I need to mask up this entire engine bay as I already sanded it yesterday. And then I'm going to lay some primer on some spots that needs to be primed. So I just masked it up. Not really a good mask job, but with a spray can, when you paint on anything, it's less pressure than a normal air gun. So you will be less likely to get oversprays, like you see over here. Let me just clean this area up first. So I just got a rag and some wax grease remover. Just clean the area up like so. Yeah, alright. So I laid some primer on some spots that needed to be primed. And as you guys can tell, the sun has gone down. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and wet sand everything. with maybe 600, and then I'll continue to lay down the color. Alright guys, today is day 4 of prepping my engine bay and painting it. So yesterday I ended with masking up the bay, including with primering some spots. So what I'm gonna do is wet sand the entire bay again, just with 600, 800 to get it smooth, and I'm gonna lay some paint. Right, so I've sanded everything. Now I'm gonna go with primer filler, just on a few spots like this. Alright guys, fully prepped the whole engine bay. Already sanded, so what's left is probably lay the paint. What's up guys, I think this is day 5 after probably like a week of not working on this, as the weather have like gone bad after the other day on day 4. So on day 5 today we're going to just repaint everything again. Alright guys, so I already laid down paint. Something happened over here, like there was a fisheye. I tried to remove it, but it failed, so I'm gonna leave this part unclear coat yet. So I already painted this part. I'm gonna have to rub this back when it's dry. So I'm gonna apply clear coat all over here now. like that, guys. It's literally done already. I've laid clear coat 2 days ago, so this is like 2 days after everything is completely dry, so you guys can see that how it looks like after it's dry. And as you guys can see, it's really shiny. This is no edit or anything, this is just raw clips. This is really super glossy, with just the cost $16 for clear coat, $5 for paint. Just this, literally all, this is all I use on my engine bay, besides a little bit of primer. But look, this costed me $16. This costed me $5 each. 16 plus 5, that's around $26. One clear coat is enough to do the entire bay, and I still have remaining clear coat and half a can of paint. Yeah, so that's really about it, guys. So you guys can see it's glossy in every part. Every part is glossy, including over here. You guys can see that the video really doesn't do its justice. It's really too good. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy and learn something new that you guys can do with $30. And this is really simple stuff to do. You just need tools, which I think you guys already should have if you're working on a car, and just paint and sandpaper, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching today's video.